Mr. Kirante, sabi mo kanina, hindi pa nag-umpisa yung QM Builders as a contractor?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ka pa nakagawa ng project?
Hindi pa kasi yung nag-asawa ko ng 1991, nag-umpisa kami sa hardware. Yung maliit na hardware, nagtitinta ng bambo, mga ganun eh. Mga nipa.
Bakit nasama ka sa 15 contractors sa listahan ng Pangulo? Kanina tinatanong ko, wala bang kukontra dito sa sinabi ng Pangulo na 545 billion worth of flood control projects ay ito lang mga 15 contractors ang nakakuha, kasama ka, QM Builders. Nandiyan ka pala, bakit hindi ka kumontra? Ba't ngayon sinasabi mo, hindi ka pa nakapag...
Asensya na, Mr. Chair, kasi medyo nahiya ako.
So sinasabi mo, mali ang Pangulo with
Yes,
respect to your
yung
company?
data is mali eh. Kasi ang totoo, yung 414 projects na nakuha sa QM, totoo lang ha, is only 86 projects. Mr. Chair.
Teka muna, sabi mo hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa eh. Ano yung sinasabi mong project?
Ano ko lang siguro, bagitin ko lang. Noong 2003, nakalisensya na kami sa pickup, only category D. Hanggang noong 2024, naging quadruple A na tayo. Pero dumaan pa kami ng single A noong 2011 hanggang nag-triple A tayo ng 2017 hanggang naging quadruple A tayo ng 2024.
Mr. Secretary, naiintindihan mo ba yung sinasabi niya? Sabi mo hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa ng project. Paano ka naging quadruple A?
Ano ko lang, Mr. Che, yung sinasabi kong 1992 is hardware pa yon. Yung nakita niyo yung hardware.
Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung hardware mo. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, flood control projects. Tinatanong ka kanina, sabi mo, hindi ka pa nagkapag-umpisa ng flood control projects. Paano ka nagkaroon ng lisensya? Paano ka naging quadruple A? At lalong mahalaga, paano ka nasama sa 15?
Gumawa ka na ng flood control project.
Gumawa na tayo ng flood control project.
O ngayon gumawa ka na naman. Ano ba talaga yung totoo? Baka hindi ka makauwi sa araw na ito. Nagsisinungaling ka na naman eh. Ang sinabi ng Pangulo, kasama ka sa 15.
Tama, Mr.
Huwag
Che.
mong mamaliitin ito. Bagatas dito, aartihin mo kami, sasabihin mo, hindi ka pa nagumpisa ka isang hardware. May problema dito eh.
Ano na yan, history lang yung sinasabi ko, Mr. Che.
Ano na yung totoo?
Yung totoo, may lisensya na tayo na quadruple A ngayon.
O ngayon nga, ngayon meron ka ng quadruple.
Yes, Mr. Che.
O, ilang project ang na-execute mo na?
Marami na eh.
O kanina sinabi mo, hindi ka pa nakapag-umpisa eh. Meron akong hawak na martilyo rito, sinasabi ko sa'yo.
Mr. Chair.
Huwag kang tatawa-tawa kasi hindi nakakatawa ito ha.
Mr. Chairman.
Dito lang nagsisinungaling ka na eh.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, Mr.
Mukhang
Senator.
nahihirapan kasi si Mr. Kirante mag-explain. Tama ba to? Ang sabi mo kanina, hindi ka pa incorporated at ngayon incorporated ka na in 2024.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Hindi rin.
Yung incorporated, hindi, yung on process pa yon, hindi pa namin na-approve.
So lahat ng project na ginawa mo, sole proprietor.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nakapag-project ka na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano yung sinasabi mong hindi ka pa nagsisimula or hindi mo pa nagagawa?
Yung incorporated, kasi hindi pa na-approve yung namin, hindi pa naman na-practice, hindi pa na-transfer from sole proprietorship into...
So kaklaruhin ko lang, marami ka ng project at tama na isa ka sa top 15, correct, Mr. Kirante?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero hindi ka pa incorporated.
Hindi pa.
Yun
sole
yung
pa rin.
sinasabi mong hindi ka pa incorporated.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun yung binabanggit niya kanina, Mr. Chairman.
Malabo pa rin eh. Mr. Secretary, tumatanggap ka ng isang sole proprietorship na mag-undertake ng flood control?
Well, Mr. Chair, actually, he has the pickup license. His
Paano siya
license-
nagkaroon ng pick-up license as a contractor?
He has the a pickup license.
Paano ka
Accredited.
nakakuha ng pick-up license,
Wala pa
Mr.
nung,
Kirante? Sole
wala.
proprietorship ka lang?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kailan mo nakakuha yan?
2003. hanggang nag-upgrade tayo sa 2007, naging B tayo. Hanggang 2011, naging A tayo. Yung 2017, naging triple A
So,
tayo.
ano yung net financial contracting capacity mo as a sole proprietorship?
40 billion, Mr. Chair.
40 billion?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yung financial statement mo, padala mo sa amin.
Mr. Chair, if I may. Mr. Chair,
Teka muna, si Senator JB muna para matapos natin lahat.
quick lang para sa kanya.
Kanino?
Kay Randy. Habang hindi pa siya umalis.
Naniniwala ka pa dyan?
Naintindihan ko, Mr. Chair, dahil tingin ko, Bisaya ito, hirap mag-express ng sarili niya in Tagalog. Kaya, I would rather advise him na uminom ka ng tubig, pag-inhale ka, relax ka, at ang pagsalita mo, huwag mo masyadong bilisin. Naintindihan kita pareha tayo Bisaya. May difficulty in expressing yourself ka. Hindi ko kinakampihan, Mr. Chair, ha?
Ang sinasabi niya, meron siyang 40 billion pesos.
40 billion.
NFCC.
40 billion ang sinasabi niya.
NFCC, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga, 40 billion pesos.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Naniniwala ka, Mr. Senator?
Ano yung NFTC, Mr. Chair? Hindi ko... Net?
Net financial contracting capacity.
Totoo, tinoon na, bay. Ha?
Yeah.
May 40
Yes.
billion ka.
Yes.
Nakadeposito sa bangko na. Ano sa mana?
Ay,
Paano?
hindi. Yung NFCC kinuha sa...
Ano yan? Yen o pesos?
Asset yan. Kasi yung NFCC, kinocompute ng times 15 yon, Mr. Chair. Halimbawa, may 1 billion ka sa bangko. Pwede ka sa 15 billion. So, halimbawa, may pera ka sa bangko na 2 billion, ibig sabihin, pwede ka sa 30 billion. Yan ang computation. Kaya tayo yung pera natin, kasama na yung mga assets, more than 2 billion. Kaya, i-multiply natin ng 15, abot ng 40 billion. Kaya kami munta at hanggang 40 billion.
Mr. Secretary, you promised earlier that your office will be conducting investigation to establish the initial observations of the President as well as the initial concerns expressed by this committee. I will suggest that you should involve this committee in your investigation. We will be happy to deputize a staff from the Blue Ribbon in undertaking the investigation. Ganito lang kasimple. Halimbawa, yun pong binisita ng ating Pangulo sa Kalumpit. Nakita niya yung embankment kagad. Yung tingin pa lamang niya talagang lusaw na yung embankment kasi wala namang slope kasi. Nagkalasog-lasog na pati yung apron. Walang apron kasi nagkahiwa-hiwalay yung mga seat pile. Ang contractor dito is St. Timothy. Yung dating director ninyo, district engineer, Henry Alcantara, was suddenly transferred as assistant regional director sa Region 4A. Kailangan siguro magkaroon tayo ng explanation bakit mabilisan siyang inalis. Ano po? Tapos, siguro, dito sa mga ghost na ito, mahirapan kayo talaga dahil multo ito eh. Mahirap hanapin ang multo, Mr. Secretary. Siguro, isa sa mga sasuggest namin, itong mga contractors na multo ang kanilang mga projects, mag-umpisa sila sa sementeryo. Ito na lang ang paggawa mo sa kanila, perfect yun kasi multo lahat naman ang kanilang projects.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Kerante, ito tinitignan. Ano yung 2015 na QM Builders Incorporated?
Ina-apply namin dyan sa SEC,
Pero
Your Honor.
2015 pa siya.
Pero hindi pa namin tina-transfer
Transfer to?
to sole proprietorship into incorporated.
Hindi, ito, incorporated na ito eh. This is a corporation.
Kasi ang explanation ng bookkeeper natin, yung natin gahandol, yung experience from sole proprietorship, ita-transfer muna sa
Hindi,
incorporated.
iba yung experience, iba yung corporate entity. Incorporate entity is 2015 nandyan na siya.
Ah.
Pero sinasabi nyo, walang nangyayari.
Wala nangyayari.
Ang
Inapply lang.
ginagamit nyo since noon pa ay yung inyong sole proprietor.
Yes, Your
Diyan
Honor.
pumapasok inyong income, in other words. Yan rin ginagamit nyo pagbibid ng mga projects.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama? Ganun pa? Ganun ba ho ang interpret? So, dalawang entity, yung sole proprietor at yung incorporation.
Yes, Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sabit nyo na lang ho sa amin yung mga dokumento na yan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator JB?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, siguro ang gusto natin dito, aside from the accountability that we're looking for, ang gusto natin ma-achieve, no, in aid of legislation. Mr. Chair, I have the second bill that I filed in this Congress is a comprehensive master plan for infrastructure development. Na kahit sino po ang maging presidente, when it comes to infrastructure, especially big ticket items, dapat po tuloy-tuloy. Tulad ho ng mga floodway projects, kanina nabanggit ni Secretary, it transcends different, multi-year po ito at it may transcend different administrations. No? Ang tanong ko lang, Mr. Secretary, siguro matagal na rin ho kayo na sa DPWH. Dati po, meron tayong Napindan, Channel, Manggahan Floodway, and other big flood control projects. Pero parang lately, do we have similar flood control projects of this magnitude? Yung ganito kalaki. Kasi sa tingin ko po, siguro sagutin nyo rin po ko, yung taon-taon na pinoproblema ng Central Luzon, ng Bulacan, ng Pampanga, kamakailan tayo nandito rin. Ang kailangan po talaga dito, floodways, spillways, and water impounding. So, Mr. Secretary, at present, meron ho ba tayong ganitong mga uri ng proyektong ginagawa?
Before the Secretary answers that question, let me acknowledge the presence of our senior Vice Chair of this committee, Senator Alan. You can now answer the question.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair. We have similar projects of that magnitude in the other river basins, major river basins in the country, Mr. Chair, that are financed by official development assistance, Your Honor. And in these major river basins, they have a comprehensive master plan, Your Honor.
But
Kanina pa na-
Mr. Secretary, as we had discussed already, no matter how comprehensive these river basin master plans, until and unless you are able to coordinate with that office that we made reference to earlier,
Yes.
this is the River Basin Control Office, walang mangyayari dyan. Because it should have been an integrated one.
That's
Kahit na 100 river basins pa yan, with their separate and individual master plans, kailangan pong coordinated per the mandate of the law na nakalagay sa balikat ng RBCO. So sa ngayon, wag po natin munang gawing parang sagot na makapagbibigay ng kapayapaan ng loob sa ating mga kababayan. Wala pa po tayong na-accomplish in relation to an integrated master plan that will answer the continuing problem of flood ravages in this country, Mr. Secretary.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Total, pinag-usapan na rin kanina pa na master plan po dapat ay sundin. No? Pinoint out na rin po ng ating chair. Pero, Mr. Secretary, nabanggit ko kanina, 3 taon na ho tayo. Pangatlong taon na ito, kung di ako nagkakamali, na tayo nagkakaroon ng pagdinig dito tungkol po sa flooding. Paulit-ulit din po ang ating nakukuhang tanong at sitwasyon. Hindi naalala ko na rin ating majority leader, ilang taon na ritang naglalabas ng sama ng loob dahil ang kanyang probinsya mismo ay laging lubog sa baha. Doon po sa Central Luzon, for example, Secretary, ano po ba ang kailangan gawin? What projects are needed? Yung mga big ticket items that are needed really to mitigate or to flush the floodwaters faster, no? Alam naman natin, we can fight nature. Pero sa ngayon, talagang bakit naiiwan sa Pampanga, sa Bulacan, Northern Luzon, bakit with 350 billion, dapat to may resulta na ho tayong nakikita. Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor, for Central Luzon, we are now in the process of finalizing a big project. As we pointed out in previous meetings, this is actually yung Central Luzon Pampanga River Floodway Project, Your Honor. And we are now finalizing yung detailed engineering design. This is financed by the Asian Development Bank. Because this will involve actually the construction of a 60-kilometer floodway, which is, I think, about 400 meters wide, and a retarding basin in San Antonio Swamp. No? So this is now under detailed engineering design, and we expect that this project will be completed in 2026, and the civil works will be implemented by a separate loan agreement with the Asian Development Bank. You see, of this magnitude, Mr. Chair, this involves a lot of steps in the preparation of the entire project is estimated to cost almost about 150 billion pesos yata. So I think yung preparation of this kind of a magnitude wave project is very tedious, Your Honor.
Pero Mr. Secretary, narinig na rin ho natin yan 3 years ago. I am glad kung talagang nagsimula na at kung 150 billion lang yan binabanggit nyo, kalahati lang ho yan ng taon-taong budget. Kayang-kayang gawin kung talagang gagawin, no? Gugustuhin. Ang tanong ko lang po, kung yan po ay parte ng master plan, siguro yes or no lang ho. Nasusunod ba talaga yung master plan ng ating sa kasalukuyan? Or is it that with the very large budget of the for flood control, hindi ko kaya, dahil po, pinoint out kanina ng ating chairman, obviously, dapat common sense dictates na dapat yung flood-prone provinces, nandun ang concentration ng flood control projects. Hindi ho kaya yung pong mga district offices would want a pie of that 350 billion a year master plan, flood control projects. Kasi po sa nakikita ko, doon lang po sa may mismatch doon sa concentration ng flood control projects, iba-iba. Ang mangyayari po niyan, hindi ho talaga natin matutuloy yung mga malalaking proyekto na kailangan natin. Like you mentioned, natuwa po ako, narinig ko, may floodway na tayong 60 kilometers. Spillways, water impounding, and ito mga pumping stations in strategic areas. Di ho ba ito dapat ang ating ginagawa para mawala ang tubig? Pero yung po mga district offices kaya hindi ba factor ito na kaya hindi ba tuloy-tuloy ito malalaking proyekto?
Separate po kasi, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, separate kasi yung pag-prepare ng mga Official Development Assistance Program in the 18 major river basins. So, iba po ito. Now, for the local, yung mga other projects, flood control projects, na on a district or legislative level, Mr. Chair, these are actually prioritized at that level. And however, ang kwan po natin dito, all these projects should have undergone some preparatory works actually na dumadaan po dito sa Provincial Development Council, dumadaan po sa Regional Development Council in order for them to prioritize all these projects, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, sorry to cut you, pero sabi ko nga, aside from the accountability, gusto natin in aid of legislation, I'm pushing for the comprehensive master plan for infra development, that which would include flood mitigation projects. Yes. Na sana, pag national project, national in nature, hindi dapat pakikialaman ng district level. Kasi alam nyo, naging congressman po ako noon.
Opo.
Nung panahon na yon, Mr. Chair, nasa Kongreso, ang pwede lang namin pakialaman yung pong mga barangay roads, municipal roads, when it is classified as a national project, dati po hands off kami doon. Nagtataka lang ho ako ngayon, bakit pati ang national projects minsan ngayon, mukhang napapakailaman na. Mr. Secretary.
Well, this is the reality of how the budget is being formulated at this point in time, Your Honor. I think we submitted to As I said, the entire budget is under the scrutiny of Congress, Your Honor, at the end of the day. So whatever will come out of in the law, in the General Appropriations Act, would be the projects that we implement, Your Honor.
Well, I empathize with you, Mr. Secretary. Hindi lang naman ho kayo. Kaya ho kayo tinatanong because we would want to we would want to correct some mistakes of the past na nasa tama na tayo. Because of our political system, yung po mga infra projects natin, for example, railway, other big ticket items, hindi natutuloy kasi nga bawat presidente, bawat administrasyon may sariling programa. So itong flood control programs din, dapat dams, floodways, lahat po, long-term po ito. That's why I'd want to get your inputs on how we will be able to draft the comprehensive master plan na kasama po ito, na hindi na ho mangyayari ito, na hindi na po mapakailan. Mr. Secretary, siguro ito na lang ho, ito might be parochial in nature. Alam niyo naman siguro, 3 taon na tayo nag-uusap pa budget. Meron lang hong example, yung po sa San Juan, yung hiniling ko sa inyo na flood, yung pumping station na kinulit-kulit ko. Ito, tatay, gaya ng sinabi ni Sen. Murmig Subirit, hindi ho masama ang insertion or congressional interference o kung ito po itatayuan ho natin, kung makakabuti. Ito po nangyari to, Barangay San Perfecto, Mr. Secretary. Hanggang ngayon po ito. Nung mayor po ako at nag-congressman, nakapaglagay na tayo ng about 6 pumping station. Hanggang nung naging senador po ako, nakakuha tayo ng isa o dalawa pa. Ito po, last 3 or 4 budgets na hinihiling natin. Kaya lang po, because of political reasons, sabi kasi na mayor doon, basta galing sa aming proyekto, hindi pa papasukin. Pero Mr. Secretary, ang kawaho dito, hindi ho ako, hindi ho ikaw, hindi po yung mga nasa morang nakaupo. Ang kawawa, yung mga kababayan namin. Yung pong pumping station, Mr. Chair, ilang beses namin tinabi, sabi naman ni Secretary, alam niyang kailangan, pero in the end, susulat po yung congressman namin, dati, si Ronnie Zamora, tapos ngayon yung anak po niya, may errata po. Yung pumping station, mapapalitan po ng flood mitigation structures, mapapalitan ng drainage improvement, at iba pang mga bagay na hindi makakatanggal ng baha. Mr. Chair, kaya ako po ito nilalabas. If this happens in San Juan, na yung pong dapat na proyektong makakapagtanggal ng baha, mapapalitan, pag po may nanghimasok ang distrito, it might be happening also elsewhere. Kaya hindi ho talaga mawawala ang baha. Yun lang, Mr. Secretary, sana po, ito kawawa dito, hindi naman kami. Yung mga ari-arian ng mga kababayan natin, no, sa Barangay San Perfecto and sa ibang lugar din sa buong Pilipinas. Kung ito yung nangyayari sa amin, maaaring mangyari din sa ibang lugar na hindi natin maiayos ang pagtanggal sa baha kung hindi natin bibigyan prioridad yung pong mga malalaking proyekto tulad ng mga floodways, spillways at iba pa. Kung ito'y pagpaparti-partihan, Mr. Chair, talagang patsi-patsi po ito. Sabi ko nga kanina, tubig. Pag po bumuhos ang ulan, hahanap po yan ng malulusutan. Kung hindi po buo, yung kanina pong mga bininggit nyo, talagang hindi po natin masosolve. Yun lang, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Alam mo, Senator JB, kaya hindi masolve yung problema mo sa San Juan. Ito yung, Mr. Secretary, ito yung Toktokan Interceptor Phase 3. Ito yung manggagaling sa Talayan Floodgate to San Juan River. Ang problema, yung Phase 1 at saka Phase 2, tapos na eh. Hindi kailanman magkakaroon ng kabuluhan itong Phase 1 and Phase 2 hanggang hindi mo nakukomplete yung Phase 3. Ang Phase 3 is about 300 million. So wala. Kahit nakompleto mo yung Phase 1 and Phase 2, walang mangyayari sapagkat wala yung Phase 3. Bakit ganito yung? Kaya hindi talaga mariresolve ang problema mo, Senator JB, hanggang hindi nakukomplete yung Phase 3. Bakit hindi po niyo pagtunan ng pansin? Ito pa, Mr. Secretary, meron kayong interceptor project dito sa Antipolo. na kung saan doon ako nakatira sa village namin, kapag ka yung ulan talaga pa, naging 30 minutes to 1 hour, tuloy-tuloy. Nako, hindi na ako makakalabas ng village, Mr. Secretary. Ganito yung ginawa ninyo eh. Yung project involves the interconnection of water tributaries in La Colina and Mayamot areas in the city of Antipolo. Kinukolekta yan para lamang padaanin do sa Munting Dilaw, traversing creeks in 24 villages in Cainta, Imelda Avenue, tsaka Marcos Highway. Anong klaseng, hindi ko maintindihan ang logic nitong interceptor na ito. Yun pong MacArthur Highway, malapit lang sa Marikina River. Isang medyo malaki-laking, ano tawag doon? Malaki-laking pipes ang ilagay nyo para lahat ng ulan na yon madrain natin sa Marikina River. It's only about 1 kilometer. Bakit kinakailangan lubugin na kami ng lubugin 24 villages in Cainta? Nang dahil sa interceptor project na ito ng DPWH. Ganito po lahat ang nangyayari. Mamaya na po yung sa akin, Senator Bam.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, commercial muna. We had a hearing po sa classroom building. I'm sure na-monitor po ninyo. Hiningi po namin sa DPWH ang detailed unit price analysis, detailed breakdown of costs, bill of materials, standards and specifications, and the MOA between DPWH and DepEd regarding classroom construction, terms of reference, and other related DepEd and DPWH orders. Si Yusek Ayapana po yung nag-attend. May we get your commitment to submit all of these documents before our TWG, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor. I think I have signed actually the transmittal of that document
Okay.
yesterday, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Ito po yung mga tanong ko. So, magkano po sa ating NEP ang flood control po for 2026?
I think it's about 243 billion.
Okay. Itong 243 billion for 2026, Mr. Secretary, ito ba ay nakalapat dun sa mga areas na pinaka-flood prone? Or may makikita pa rin tayo mga proyekto na wala sa mga top areas?
That amount is distributed all over the country in each legislative district.
Okay.
I'm afraid, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Secretary, ibig sabihin, whether yung lugar ay flood prone o hindi, meron silang pang flood control project.
That's probably the...
Is that a wise assessment, Mr. President, considering that there are some provinces na di hamak mas flood prone kaysa sa iba?
Well, what I can only say, Your Honor, is actually these are actually the local priority projects that have been proposed per legislative district.
Okay. So you're saying, Mr. President, ito yung request ng mga kongresista, no?
Yes.
At mga maybe mayors and governors as well, or just congressmen?
Mostly, well, I don't know how the considerations from the local governments, but as far as I know, these are actually the projects that are incorporated in the allocation for each legislative district. Your
Okay.
Honor.
Hindi kaya, Mr. Secretary, since nandito na rin po tayo, yung presidente na po mismo ang nagtawag ng investigasyon at nag-audit po tayo, hindi ho ba, we have time, we actually have a few months left, hindi ho ba mas magandang i-reallocate natin itong 243 billion base sa pinaka-flood-prone areas? Parang doon na rin man tayo papunta, no? Mr. Chairman, di ba? Doon na rin tayo papunta. Hindi ho ba, may oras pa naman na baguhin ito at i-allocate natin siya sa mga lugar na pinaka-flood-prone. Do you welcome that, Mr. Secretary?
Well, yes, Your Honor, if that would be the consensus of...
Okay. Ang hihingin siguro natin, Mr.
Congress,
Secretary, meron na tayong top areas na flood-prone. Tama po, no? By province.
Yes po.
Baka po gusto nyo, i-breakdown nyo po yan by municipality or by city para pwede ho nating ma-allocate yung flood control base po talaga sa pangangailangan. Would you welcome that, Mr.
Yeah,
Secretary?
of course, Your Honor.
Okay. Kasi parang para po sa akin, hindi tama na merong flood control budget ang mga lugar na walang flooding. Di ho ba, no? So I think that's something we can work on. The DBM secretary is here. Maybe as one of the output, marami pong output itong investigation natin, but maybe one of the output could be a flood control budget na talagang ina-address yung flood control. Kasi sabi nga po, may mga lugar maliit ang nakukuha, sila naman po yung pinaka-flooded. At may mga lugar nakakakuha ng funding, wala naman silang flooding. Di ho ba, no? Okay, first. So we would welcome that. Maybe po, as part of this investigation, you can come up with sa tingin ninyo, ano ba dapat ang tamang flood control budget sa ating budget? No? Kasi ang sinasabi po nyo, request kasi ito wala kaming magawa. No? But the NEP, if I'm not mistaken, comes from the executive, right? And the executive, the chief executive himself is calling for an investigation and an audit. Post-audit, baka pwede po kayo mag-submit. Ito dapat ang flood control sa Pilipinas. We would welcome that, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor.
All right. Pangalawa, so meron na po tayong, sabihin na po nating mas responsive na flood control budget. Para po kasi sa akin, mahirap tanggapin. Unang-una, maraming salamat at inamin po ninyo na may ghost project. No? That in itself is already a huge admission. Pero itong ghost project po, palagay ko napakaraming tao ang kailangan magbulag-bulagan para magkaroon ng ghost project na ganito po kalaki. No? Kasi billion-billion po ito. It is a billion peso project at hindi naman po ito nabubuo in 1 month. Gaano po katagal usually yung mga flood control project? Ilang buwan po yan o ilang taon po yan bago po mabuo?
Well, Your Honor, we any project for that matter that is included into the National Expenditure Program, we have 2 years actually to
2
implement.
years.
Yes.
So kung may ghost project po kasi, ibig sabihin nun, 2 taon na nagbulag-bulagan po yung mga kasama ho natin. Ano? Kasi it's quite surprising for me. No? Nakikita ho namin sa news na may mga underspec o kulang yung, ano ba tawag doon? Sheet pile ba yun? Kulang ng haba. You know, naintindihan ko yun na pwedeng itago. Pero pag ghost ho kasi, at wala talagang ginawa, ilang tao yung kasama ho dyan para magkaroon ng ghost project na 2 taon nang nakalipas, doon lang ho natin malalaman. How many people? Is that the whole district? Is that sa head office, sa COA? Sa tingin po ninyo, sino-sino po yung mga dapat po nag-check po niyan? Pwede niyo pong banggitin? Who are the personnel who have to be involved? Kasi billion-billion po ito, tapos walang nagawa. No? Parang for me, no, ibig sabihin no, napakaraming tao yung kailangan talaga magbulag-bulagan para dito. Mr. Secretary.
Well, it all starts actually doon po sa project implementing unit. At whoever is implementing the project, Your Honor, from the supervisor, the project engineer, accountant, and everybody, including the final payment.
Lahat po yan. Kailangan, kung ghost to meaning wala talagang nagawa.
Tama naman. Kasi actually, at the final analysis, actually, may pipirma ho kung sino yung pipirma, accountable for pipirma kung sino na nabayaran yung project na ghost project.
So, tingin niyo po,
Marami.
Mr. Secretary, 5 tao yan? 10 tao yan? Isang buong unit ba yan? How many people need to be involved para matuloy ang isang ghost project po na ganito kalaking pera at ganito kahabang panahon ng paggawa?
Well, I'm sure that many people actually will be involved in the process, Your Honor. And this is what we want to intend actually to find out in our investigations right now.
Okay. So Secretary, Mr. Secretary, I'm sure the committee will welcome your report. Sabi niyo po, in 1 week's time,
Yes, ma'am.
meron na po tayong report kung ghost ba ito or may shortcut po ba yung mga proyektong ito. But nakakabahala po na kung may ghost project nga, at sabi nga niyo po, tingin niyo po, meron, ay napakarami po taong involved po talaga dyan, no? Mula po sa ahensya at sa labas ng ahensya. No, okay. Maybe a final question.
Mr. Chair, Senator,
yes.
just on your
Yes,
point,
go ahead,
may
go
I? But may I also ask permission for Secretary Mina? I think they started the deliberation in the House yesterday and she has tons of meetings today. If there are no questions for her, Mr. Chairman, I hope you will allow her to leave already.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, my-
Provided you will come back. Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, thank you. With your permission, Senator Bam, Mr. Chairman, just one point on that. Sec, when we discussed yung tulay na bumaksak, wala masyadong nag-pick up siguro dahil kasagsagan ng eleksyon, maraming issues, but the Blue Ribbon Committee did have several hearings. I asked you two things, no? Bakit mukhang exempted ang DPWH sa preventive suspension? Alam niyo po, si Senator Miriam Defensor, nilabanan niya yun dito because she was preventively suspended. Then she became senator. But ang argument niya is that I cannot cover kasi wala na ako dun sa opisina na yon. But I heard kanina na walang na preventive suspension. So in connection sa tanong ni Senator Bam, kung meron nagtatakip sa ghost, wala pa tayo dun sa iba, sa ghost, pero hindi siya preventively suspended, then he or she will have time. Second point lang, and I'll stop there because nakapila naman yung iba. Ito, Sec, sinubmit nyo sa amin DPWH protocols for ensuring the quality of safety infrastructure projects. According sa makapal na memo na to, from the central office all the way down to the DE, meron na silang quality control. So, my point, Sec, no, I don't know kung mahaba o maikli yung answer dito. Pero if you find the ghost, yung point nga ni Senator Bram, grabe yung dami ng taong nakisama doon. But having said that, Sec, nakalagay dito sa memo nyo that the quality control should be submitted all the way up to the USEC. So lahat ng completed, meron ng report ang USEC. So maybe you should submit yung report ng USEC galing sa quality control. Kasi kung nakalagay doon completed tapos ghost, di lahat nung nag-report hanggang doon sa USEC. I'm not saying involved yung USEC. Kasi nire-report lang sa kanila. Pero lahat ng bumaba, involved sila. Kasi bakit sila magre-report na completed kung wala? So I just submit that point, Mr. Chair, no? And maybe the Secretary can give us an insight. Paano ba nagwo-work to?
Tama pa yan. I think, yes, we have instituted actually that a protocol, Your Honor, that from the top, there are quality assurance units that the department would field in looking at some of the projects. Not all the projects, Your Honor, because there are thousands of projects that we implement in a year. So there is yung quality assurance units namin would go into a region and
So, assuming, Sec, na hindi lahat may quality assurance, pero reporting-wise, lahat ng completed, umaakit yan, di ba?
yes po, yes.
Oh, so, until what point ang kailangan may physical na na-verify? So if the DE reports that it's finished, it's a district engineer project, or the regional office says kompleto to, pag nag-report siya sa ASEC, titignan ba nung ASEC yun, or he'll take the regional directors? I think yun yung gusto namin maklarify para alam namin kung sino ipatatawag namin.
Yes. Meron po yung quality assurance unit in all levels, Your Honor. Meron sa district office, meron din sa regional office, and meron din sa national level, Your Honor. So the national level will not be able to cover everything. So we just, the quality assurance units, if the project is being implemented by the district, then the quality assurance unit of the district will be the one to make the report. If it is going to be implemented by the region.
Presidente na nagsabi at kayo na nagsabing mukhang may ghost.
Opo.
But it's been 3 weeks since the SONA.
Yes, po.
All you have to do naman is tell them nasan yung report na tapos kunan nyo ng picture.
Yes, po.
Hindi ba nung years ago, because nangyari na to, may requirement na kayo na 0%, 50%, 100% kinukunan yon?
Yes po.
O tinanggal nyo ba yung requirement na yon?
I don't know kung I think
Paki-check nyo yun. Kasi
Yes, po.
nung nagka-cellphone, Mr. Chairman, maraming nagsuggest na nun na instead na habol pa tayo ng habol, bago ma-start yung project, kasi may mga project, Sec, di ba, na gawa na or 10 years nandun, sasabihin new, tapos gawa na pala yung pundasyon, di ba? So, kinukunan yung 0%.
yes. Yeah.
And then, pag 50% na, at what point pwede ka maningil ng progress billing? 25%? 50%? Di ba may mobilization? Ano yung susunod na pwede kang humingi?
After 15, yeah,
After
20%.
Oh,
Yeah.
hindi naman pwedeng walang documentation yung 20% na yun, di ba?
Yeah, meron po.
Oh, so kasi pagka ghost ni 20% wala.
Yeah.
So dapat may picture man lang yun. So I'm just pointing out, Mr. Chairman, I'll stop there, na may paper trail at meron technology to deal with that. So kung tinanggal yun, di alam na natin na may binabalak.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Mr. Secretary, meron po bang na-insert na flood control na hindi ginawa?
Yun hindi po namin napupuntahan, Your Honor. I think.
Oo. I'm very interested to know kasi kunyari po may nag-insertion tulay. Pumunta ang DPWH, wala namang ilog. Hindi nyo naman gagawin eh. Di ba? Gagawa ba kayo ng tulay na walang ilog?
Hindi
Siyempre
naman
hindi.
siguro.
Di ba? So I'm wondering, meron bang insertion ng flood control tapos na-check ninyo, wala namang flooding dito eh. Ba't tayo gagawa ng flood control? Wala namang problema. Baka lang po meron, Mr. Secretary. You can check also your figures. No?
Your Honor, we will check also.
Okay, last question. I think we have an opportunity, Mr. Secretary, to really work on the 2026 budget. Na itong flood control, sipin nyo, nabanggit pa siya sa SONA, di ba? Naging highlight siya ng SONA ng presidente. We have an opportunity to do a better job. Of course, magkaka-investigation, nais natin malaman sino yung mga involved. But we have an opportunity na gawin ng tama for 2026. Pagdating po sa flooding, yung mga lugar na may flooding talaga, sinong ahensya ba talaga yung may kaalaman po dyan? Is it DENR? Is it DPWH? DILG po ba yan? I would guess meron po kayong expertise kung saan talaga yung totoong flooding sa Pilipinas. Tama po ba?
We have some data on it, Your Honor, but I think DNR would have the complete, comprehensive
Well,
program.
Opo, I don't think DENR is with us today, but si Namria nandito. Alam niyo yan, di ba? Sa Namria, no? Baka po maganda, Mr. Secretary, habang hindi pa naman tapos yung oras, hanggang December pa naman yung budget, makapag-usap kayo ni DBM, makapag-usap kayo ng DENR, at magsabit tayo, yung talagang totoong flood control. Yung mapagmamalaki natin, hindi natin ikahihiya. Di ba sabi ni Presidente, mahiya naman kayo. Hindi natin kahihiya itong budget na ito, nakafocus sa mga lugar na madalas may flooding, gaya po ng Central Luzon, Pampanga, Bulacan, at marami pang lugar. And then, baguhin natin bago matapos ang proseso. At marami pa naman po yung oras, no? Let's work on a budget that will really address our flood control. Kung may mga lugar kailangan ng mas malaking pondo, why not? Di po ba? Tapos kung may mga lugar na wala naman pong flooding, huwag na natin bigyan ng flood control. Baka iba po yung kailangan nilang infrastructure, di ba? Let's work on that, Mr. Secretary. And I know that you'll be presenting the budget here first week of September. Hindi ko po alam kung mahahabol siya noon, pero, or DBM will be presenting it first week of September. Baka naman po mahabol natin yung talagang flood control budget na talagang swak talaga sa pangangailangan ng tao. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Bam. Mr. Secretary, kanina sinabi ko this committee is willing to cooperate with your investigation. We're even willing to deputize a staff from this committee para lang makatulong doon sa paggawa ninyo ng investigasyon. Isang makatotohanan ng investigasyon. Kasi ang idea po namin, Mr. Secretary, we can even make a random testing. Halimbawa, kami na, pahiramin nyo lang kami ng backhoe. Our staff will pinpoint exactly what portion of that embankment, for example, or that slope protection structure. Konti lang naman eh. Babakbakin niya lang, lilitaw at lilitaw talaga. Yung 6 meters na standard talaga. Para ko nang nakita. Minsan alternate, may 6 dito, tapos susunod 3, o kaya 2, and then 6, and so on. O lahat kaya, baka 3 meters lang. Madali po yun. May establish nating lahat. So we will pinpoint particular portion of that structure, random. Are you committed?
Yeah, that will be most welcome, Your Honor.
Salamat po, pero
We can
wala
join
po kami
dito.
pambayad ng backhoe. Kayo na po makipag-coordinate sa opisina nyo, pahiramin nyo lang kami. May staff po kami. At kung kailangan po, kahit ako po ay sasama sa mga ilang sites po natin, para lang mapatunayan natin talaga.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Secretary, kanina po sinabi natin, one of the observations of the President, do sa 15 kontraktor, nag-identify sila ng 5 na halos lahat ng region ay kanilang na-operate. Ibig sabihin, may project sila in almost all regions. So, may 18 regions po yata tayo, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, Mr. Secretary. So, palagay nyo na lang, lahat ng 5 ito, Legacy, Alpha and Omega, St. Timothy, EGB, Road Edge, palagay mo, they operated in 15 regions na lang. Kasi almost, sabi nung observation ng President. Ang isa po kasing project, Mr. Secretary, kailangan may dedicated na equipment, may dedicated na technical personnel. I am correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Palagay nyo, sa isang
Yeah.
common na project, ilan ang dedicated na technical personnel per project?
Well, you have to designate your project engineer, your equipment operator.
Yung essential lang, yung essential. 5, what?
Yeah. Mga 7 siguro, Your Honor.
So, 7. Okay. Sa equipment, anong threshold natin?
The basic equipment, what is required, Your Honor, kung kailangan yung
Tell us.
backhoe
Mga ilan? 3? 5?
for flood control projects, at kailangan mo ng backhoe, kailangan mo ng ano pa ba yung ano doon? Vibrohammer. Siguro 4 na mga malaking equipment.
Yung
Your Honor.
pile driver mo, importante yun, di ba?
Yeah, yun na,
Siya yung
vibrohammer.
magbabaon ng mga...
Yung sinabi ko, vibrohammer. Your
okay,
Honor.
okay. Meron pang modern ngayon eh, di ba? Hydraulic yun eh.
Yan, vibrohammer.
Ngayon, kaya ko po tinatanong, hindi po ninyo magagamit yung 7 personnel na yon sapagkat dedicated na sa unang... Sa Region 1, meron ka.
Yes, Your Honor.
Para maikalat mo ang sarili mo in 15 regions, so 7 ang kailangan technical personnel, 7 times 15. Ilan po yun, Mr. Secretary?
55, Your Honor.
Ilan po?
55, Your Honor.
So, kailangan meron siyang...
Sorry, 85, Your Honor.
Kailangan meron siyang 85 na technical personnel. Tama po? Para lang maikalat niya yung sarili niya.
Tama, Your Honor.
So, kinakailangan marami kang backhoe, marami kang pile driving. Ang nangyayari po kasi, hindi totoo eh. Nagre-renta lang sila ng lisensya, pinahihiram ang lisensya, babayaran lang ng royalty. Ganito po yung nangyayari. They are flagrantly violating the IRR of 9184 na dedicated equipment, dedicated technical personnel per project. Hindi mo mai-assign sa ibang project. Hindi po nangyayari ito. It's impossible. It's impossible. Nakukuha siya ng 85 technical person. Hindi totoo yun. Hindi totoo. Kaya po nangyayari, naikalat niya yung sarili niya. This is impossible. Kailangan po matutukan natin and we will get to the bottom of this, sabi natin kanina. At kung kinakailangang sisirin namin ito ng minority leader, Senator Tito Sen. Ay, nagdoble pala. Tito Sen. Gagawin po natin ito, Mr. Secretary. Kailan po kayo mag-uumpisa nung investigation para po yung aming deputized staff, siguro mga 3 po yung siguro, ay palilista namin ang pangalan sa inyo.
Actually, Your Honor, we have started, but we would welcome actually the members from the committee who can join us actually in
Yes, Mr.
in
Secretary, we
investigations.
promise you that we will give you the names
Yes, Your
deputized by this committee to assist you in your investigation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we promise also to go beyond the 15 contractors kasi base sa feedback po nakukuha namin, kailangan din po ninyong makita itong mga contractors awarded na no less than 1 billion. 1 billion above, meron din po. Katulad po ng 11-16 Construction, Northern Builders, Third Star Builders, Juros Development Corporation, R.A. Pahati Construction and Supply, Ulticon Builders, A.L. Salazar Construction Inc., A.C. Soliben Construction, Santo Cristo Builders. Kailangan po niyong busisiin din ito. Nandito rin po ang maraming multo, Mr. Secretary. Yung pong nakakapagbigay ng mas malaking concern para lang maano natin ang baha dito. Meron po akong nakitang isang dokumento na spillway project. Ito po yung, dahil po yung Laguna, di ba, ay mas mataas yata ng 4 na metro kung ikukumpara sa level ng Manila Bay. Tama po ba yun? So maggagawa po tayo ng spillway
Yes,
para
Your
sa
Honor.
ganun po maibsan natin ang lumalaking baha dito sa parte ng Calabarzon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero ang ginawa po ninyo ay kumuha kayo ng funding sa JICA, 150 billion pesos. Alam naman po natin, pagka JICA, Japanese government, at ang gagawa po niyan, sila rin po. Wala namang makikinabang na local contractors. Pero hindi po nyo nakita na tayo kaya nating gawin at 30 billion pesos. Siguro po, sasabihin nyo, mas okay naman ang technology ng Japan. O, okay lang po yun. Mas superior, sasabihin nyo. Ngunit, babayaran po natin yung 150 billion. Hindi po grant ito loan Pero kung titingnan po nyo, 30 billion pesos lang as compared to 150 billion. Consider po din natin ito, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Your Honor. If somebody could do it actually at that price, that would be must welcome, Your Honor. Ang kwan po dito kasi, the spillway project that we are contemplating to implement there is a very complicated project, Your Honor. We have to do an underground tunnel. We have 50 meters down. You have to may pumps that will rise, that will pump out.
Alam po natin yun. Pag
Yes.
may pumunta sa inyong contractor, siyempre, ipakikita niya ang capability niya.
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Hindi naman pumunta lang, kaya kong gawin yan
Opo.
i-entertain nyo na yun.
Opo.
Pero kung makita natin na meron siyang kapasidad at 30 billion pesos, I suppose, i-entertain din natin yung ganun.
Yes, Your Honor. I think
Kanina po, sinabi ko sa inyo yung ilang mga construction companies beyond the 15 lists of the President.
yes.
Kasi po, kamukha nitong 11 to 16 construction at saka yung Third Star Builders. Saan sila nakakakuha ng project? Ito po, DPWH Bulacan First District Office, DPWH Bulacan Third District Office, DPWH Tarlac First District Office, DPWH Tarlac Second District, nakakakuha siya sa NIA. Northern Builders, DPWH Tarlac First District, DPWH Tarlac Second District, DPWH Region 4A, and Region 4A Regional Office, and other districts. AC Soliben Construction, DPWH Tarlac First District, at saka Second District. Santo Cristo Builders, DPWH Pampanga First District, Tarlac Second District, Zambales First District. AL Salazar Construction, DPWH Bulacan First District, DPWH Region 4 District Office, DPWH NCR District Office. RA Pahati, DPWH NCR District Office, DPWH Region 4A, DPWH Nueva Ecija District Offices. So, paki-nota nyo lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
At pagtutulong-tulungan po nating hukayin lahat ito, kahit multo sila, palagay ko may butong matitira para sa ganun sa susunod po nating pagdinig ay makita natin po talaga kung gaano ang nawawala sa ating gobyerno. Hindi lamang po yun. Kung gaano ang dapat pa nating gawin. Para sa ganun, ito pong pinaka-importanting usapin na ito ay maumpisan lang nating ayusin. Hindi po natin, we have no pretensions, Mr. Secretary, that this is very easy. Ngunit sa kagaya po ng sinabi namin kanina, kung lahat po makikipagtulungan, lalong-lalo na po yung lahat ng gustong magsabi ng totoo at sa tulong po ng lahat ng mga kawani ng DPWH na magsasabi rin ng totoo, maayos po natin ito.